Okay. What it do, surprise Shawty crew? Let's keep this going because I'm here. So we're going to call this comfort, physical touch. Y'all just stick with me. Holy Spirit, do your thing. Lord, let this be all of you and none of me. And let this be what your children need to hear. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I was doing the most because I could see like it's my screen. Sorry. But I was just reminded in my Showtime or either your prescription is ready, prophetic dream release that I believe is at the end of 2020. I tell y'all, like in that dream, I'm running up like this hill. It's raining and I don't have a hood on. And I'm trying to get to the Showtime like with my kingdom spouse. Like I was trying to get back to like where we was at. Something like that. That was a dream from 2020, right? So I was reminded of that. So he wanted me to throw that in there before we get into the stuff that's, today. So this is already kind of pending and he just brought it all together today. And I also want to throw in, like, don't sleep on the fact that the Holy Spirit is truly between you and your God-ordained spouse. Like, don't sleep on that, okay? Because even just how I've been dreaming, what I've been dreaming, and not even just dreams, visions will increase, all that stuff, because we're getting even more aligned, and if we're getting more aligned, that means I'm getting closer to God, right? So don't sleep on that, okay? So I want to tell you about the dreams first, because I didn't really write none of that down for this part of the word, and it's really piggybacking off of the one I just did. What is being released is what has been stored up, so that includes love, like, and we've heard so many beautiful prophetic words about that. I've shared the ones, the one from Prophet Parham, and then Stephanie just released of this week about like y'all's love being like in a treasure chest. So like what's being released truly been stored up, and he had shown it to me in some dreams. It's like, well, how he's illustrating it to me today has been rain, but it's been stored up, okay? So let's do the dreams real quick, because I'll probably talk about the dreams more on a live, because y'all know I just been going to my notes and just kind of telling y'all what happened. But the last week, I've dreamed like twice, probably not even a week, like 5 days. The last 5 days, I've had 2 separate dreams where I am rubbing a man's back, and understanding that it's 1,000% bringing comfort to him in the dream, in that moment, like it's calming him down. I'm just bringing comfort to him. I'm rubbing his back, okay? And that might be important to some of y'all in your actual God-ordained relationship. You may have seen your parents do that. This is all the Holy Spirit. What? Or that might be a way to express and try to comfort a man, right? By just like being there, rubbing his back. So I had already dreamt that, right? A couple times. The second time I was like, why do I keep seeing that? So I knew he wanted me to say something. Okay, but also in a dream this last night. So that happened in a dream last night, in a dream a couple days ago. But also in a dream last night, it was a moment where mine was touching me, and not in a sexual way or anything. Like, we was actually sitting down receiving a word from a girl that we apparently both knew in a dream, but she was giving us a word about temptation. But while we were listening, we were just kind of sitting together, and he was touching me. I don't remember where he was touching me because there's a lot going on in that dream, like the fact that I can even just remember any of it, but he was like touching me, and I remember just feeling like a peace, like a calmness, like a stillness, and we was just like really tapped into the word. But it's no different than in real life, right? That's how I feel in real life. I've already released on the channel, like, we don't get to experience the physical touch from heaven, right? Or so I thought. That's what I had said, right? Like, we don't, but that's not true. Okay, stick with me. If the love of God is in your spouse, the love of God for you is in your spouse, when your spouse touches you, that is a physical touch from heaven. That's the same comfort from heaven, because the Holy Spirit abides, dwells between y'all, right? I was like, oh, right? Like, Jesus can't come down here and physically touch me, right? But if his love for me is in a human, and that human can physically touch me, comfort and physical touch, okay? That's part of it. In the same dream, we also had a moment where we like hugging, touching or whatever. And did I write this down? Yeah. It wasn't even like sexual. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I know what lust feels like. This is different. This is love. And I think that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't just like sexual, like just purely sexual. Like, it wasn't like that. I hope that makes sense. But what I wrote down was I wanted to feel like one. Like, the way we was hugging, it wasn't enough in a dream. And I felt like that in real life. Like, y'all know how the post be and stuff. Like, I want to be in your skin. Like, that. Like, that's what it was kind of like in a dream. Like, the hug wasn't enough. Like, I needed to feel like one. And I wrote down, I wanted to be consumed, like, by him. Like, with him. Like, does that make sense? That's how I felt in a dream. It wasn't like I was just trying to go do the deed. But us hugging, like, it just was not enough. And I know that in real life. Right? It's deeper than that. Like, it's something like, what is it? Like, right? Nothing compares. Some of us, we've sinned and fell short enough to where we know nothing compares. I'm telling y'all, nothing compares. Okay? Here's a funny. When I was, starting to do the deed, because we've talked about it. I would always be like, I don't have sex. I make love. Like, just, Okay, what did I write down? In order to make love, love must be present. Meaning God must be present. And that's why it's different with your kingdom spouse. Because God is present. His Holy Spirit is present. His Holy Spirit is what joins y'all. That's the only time you're truly making love. If it's with the person that God ordained for you. You got all the feels, you caught up in the moment, give me a baby. I've experienced all that, right? That's not making love. Love has to be present. All that other stuff is just cutesy, fancy lust, right? You thought it was love, it was not love. So in order to make love, love must be present. I was like, okay. I was like, God, I really don't want to talk about this. Y'all know I don't be, like, we talk about it sometimes, we don't be talking about it, right? So it's crazy because the other day, I was talking to God about just like when people talk about sex and stuff in songs, just period, right? And I was like, is that wrong, God? Like, is that wrong? Like, should they be doing that? And it's one thing if you are expressing it, like you're talking about your spouse. People might argue that's not true, but if we read Song of Solomon, I mean, that's public for all of us to read, and he's talking about his lover, right? Now, there's a way to do it. I think you got to use like grace and like metaphors and stuff like how we find in the Bible. Like, nowhere is God just out here. And then imagine the Bible reading like words. I skip in some of the songs where I'm like passion, right? But we still know what he's getting at. And in some instances, Song of Solomon is a little bit more descriptive, right? So me and God was just talking about that. And so in the very first word I did today, what I told y'all, pleasure and passion, and how this is going to come back. He has been talking to me about those things. So it's more than comfort that you're just going to get from their physical touch. It is going to be passion. It is going to be pleasure. Okay? Am I missing anything? So Song of Solomon, that's just the whole biblical reference. Like, we know what they be on. So then when I was getting ready and I was thinking about the other words, SWV came on, rain down. Y'all, he had already gave me these other words. Let's look at some of these lyrics really quickly, okay? I haven't watched the other videos for today. I encourage you to go back and watch those real quick and then come back over here. So, lyrics. Rain by SWV. Sometimes it's soft as a misting rain. Just think about how it feels when it's like a misty rain. That's gentle, right? That gently touches my soul. Thank you. Okay, look, there we go. It cools the fire that burns in me, and I simply lose control. So just rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Every part of love is a reflection of our relationship with the kingdom of heaven. Even down to like us getting pregnant spiritually. By the Holy Spirit. That's intimacy. That means you having an intimate relationship with God if he's able to pregnate you with his Holy Spirit with purpose, right? That's wild, ain't it? It's all a reflection intimacy, which we are going to have in these relationships with them. I was like, oh, we like God. Okay, let's keep going. Rain on me, just rain on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. I got right there. He started giving me gospel songs. Okay, so we're gonna come back to those. Okay. Next verse. Full as a dam at capacity. That's what I want y'all to know. What's being released has been stored up. Full as a dam at capacity. That's what it's like for y'all. With y'all. The love, how it's going to be explosive with the intimacy, all of that. What she say next? My passion's about to explode. Do you hear me? Do you hear the Holy Spirit? Okay? The best love songs are always going to be a reflection of heaven. And this is a good song because it ain't like, ew, nasty, like, ooh, that's a little vulgar. Like, I didn't even know all that. You know, that's not what this is like. It's beautiful. I can't escape. It's surrounding me. That sounds like a flood, don't it? So remember, the flood ain't gonna just be like horrible, like bad flood for everybody. Some of us are about to be consumed with love, overtaken with love. What I said, I wanted to feel like one. I wanted to be consumed. That's how I felt in a dream. Like, hey, boy, this ain't enough. Like, this ain't enough, right? I can't escape. It's surrounding me. I'm caught in a storm that I don't need no shelter from. In my dream, I was running in the rain, no hood. 20. And I think I say that in that video. Like, I don't know why I wasn't, like, covered up. Because me in real life, like, I'm going to have a hood on. Rain just can't, you know. Caught in a storm that I don't need shelter from. This is the rain you want to be in. This is a flood you want to be consumed by. Rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Rain on me. Let your love just shower me. Just rain on me. Ooh, Holy Spirit. Ooh, look, relax. The best love songs. Okay? Shower me. Sprinkle me. Fall down on me. Your love just fall on me. Fall down on me. Let it fall on me. Just rain down on me. Let it fall on me. Rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me, just rain on me. Let your love just shower me, just rain on me. Now, I have two go-to songs for worship when I'm trying to get to that place with God, that intimate place with him quietly. They're my go-to. What are those two songs? Spirit Fall Down by Luther Barnes and the Red Bud Gospel Choir, which they just asked me to sing in church. I need you to fall fresh on me, Spirit of the living God. Right? Holy Spirit, fall down on me. How is that any different than these lyrics from this SWV song? How? How is it any different? It's not. Other song, Rain on Us by Ernest Pugh. Rain on us, breathe on us, shower down, shower your spirit, Lord. Let your love just shower me. Rain on us, rain down on me, rain on me, rain down, fall down, fall down. How is it different? So the same comfort the Holy Spirit gives us, our spouse. I can't describe the peace and stuff like in the dream, but like it's the same thing in real life. I can't describe it. It's a stillness, it's a calmness, it's a peace. It's the love of God in a physical touch, bringing you comfort. Passion. Pleasure. He designed sex for God-ordained partners. It's a oneness. It's a physical expression of the oneness that y'all are in the spirit. That's why it hit different. That's why it ain't hit like that with everybody else. Because you weren't one in the spirit with everybody else. You weren't joined together by God with everybody else. it hit different. You got that peace and the Holy Spirit present. Some say it's a form of worship, right? I wanted to feel like one, to be consumed. Same thing with the kingdom. Consuming fire, right? That's the Holy Spirit. I want to be one with Christ. I do. It's the same thing. It's reflected in kingdom marriage. I'm going to end it with this. He reminded me of this. It was a moment where I was in a little bit of discomfort, pain, you know, like female stuff. And he just like touched my leg and it went away. I was like, oh my gosh. Turning into my mother. Why do I say that? My mama always told me and my sister that growing up, she don't feel good anything. Our daddy touch her, she fine. And I had that moment, and I never told him that. I had that moment, and I was like, I know you didn't just make my cramp stop. What? Comfort, physical touch. Just like you cannot feel good and go into God's presence, and all of a sudden you fine. Point of it all being God's presence is in your kingdom spouse. I'm really just happy to be here. Today is one of those days where I'm extremely thankful that he chose me for this. What you know about love, I got what you need. Okay, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. But what do you know about love? Okay, I love y'all. I pray this is confirming. I pray it make you laugh a little bit. I pray it make you cry a little bit because it's that beautiful, right? He's so good. So, that's it. Love y'all.